And we're back. Season 3 continues. It's the playoffs, and we're already down to just 6 teams. We're about to eliminate one more. Denial on the ropes, down 2-0 after a stunning performance by Most Wanted, not only in that domination, but a 6-2 in Freight S&D.
Very convincing. Do or die now for Denial going into an Octane Blitz. I'm not feeling too confident if I'm them, but I feel like they still have some life left in them. For how they've played throughout this tournament, these past 5 maps have been so dismal. I don't know what they need to do to get back into it, but maybe just start slapping each other to get some life back in them. Yeah,
someone's got to get this team pumped up. I mean, since we kind of got rid of the coaches, I feel like it's been on the players to hype themselves up, and one of the players on each team normally steps up to do that. Looking at Denial, when your hype man is angry and quiet, you're not going to have a good time. This is where I think Replays, he's the veteran of the group. I think this is his time to shine for the team. He needs to get off to a hot start. And really, Octane Blitz, this is a game that you can pull away on very quickly. Make a statement, take out all of the momentum from Most Wanted. You cannot let Slacked and Huddle do what they did in the last 2 games.
Yeah, definitely. MW basically just had their way with FaZe when they played Octane Blitz. They had their way with Karma, to be quite honest. Karma could not watch that OE properly, just kept overflowing at that B-Dom area. So Replays needs to recognize this and realize when to, back off a little bit. Maybe play top broken or top pawn instead of pushing up to the bottom like B-Dom area.
So here we go, game number 3, and our best of 5-year players to watch. We got Study with a 1.04 overall KD against Most Wanted from the regular season. On average, he puts up 3.25 blitz caps, and on the other side, it'll be Classic, who puts up 2.5. Study, though, he's got to outslay. He's got to outslay Classic. I think both these players have been kind of near the bottom of the leaderboard in the earlier respawn game mode. We'll see if they can get it going. Blitz Octane. Map is kicking off right now, and I almost joined Most Wanted. That would have been real bad.
You trying to join the squad bucket?
I really want to win. All right, here we go. I'm on board with Study, and it's time to party. Let's see what this runner-up from the Call of Duty World Championships can do.
Denial is on the favorite side right here, but gets taken down instantly by Space and Slack, making a very quick push to this back pawn area. Replays notices it and is able to rotate fast enough. Didn't see that guy gas behind him. Might be able to get a sneak. Huddle picks up the knife, and sure enough, is able to slide in. Great play from him, not killing the first guy that he saw in gas.
All right, so we were able to see one from Most Wanted, and here's the fight. Big Cap coming in as there's Zuma sliding through. So tie game. Classic coming off the respawn has to make a decision here, and he is not going to go for the home flag. It looks like that is going to be Study, who's just going to be able to walk right through uncontested. 2-1 in favor of Denial after Most Wanted strikes first.
Yeah, usually on this map, on the side that Denial is on, they're going to spawn at this diner area. Very easy to rotate, but MW is doing a great job constantly pushing it out with 1 or 2 people, while the other 2 people hold down middle map or start flooding gap. If you can cancel that spawn, basically Denial is going to be trapped in their base for the whole side.
In the middle of the map, we have Slacked winning gunfights. He picks up his first kill, going to go for a challenge now up top pawn. Big kills coming here from Slacked. He also has the Remington in the back pocket, and while Slacked is drawing the attention, we're going to see a sneaker. It's basically one-on-one in the back here. Big kill from Saints. It's going to keep our score 2-1, and as I say that, we see another cap coming in, a third. And that one from Study.
Yeah, that was a huge kill from Saints there, realizing that something was wrong, realized that there was a gap in their setup, and was barely able to win that fight against Spacely in the back of their base. But Slacked is just controlling this map. It was very similar to what he did on the Octane Dom, just sitting at that top pawn area, making sure that no one can go to the top broken power spot or cross through the middle gas area. So he's just running around with his AR, picking up the sub if he's able to. Wow, Zuma just making plays in the base.
Zuma!
That is crazy. 3 players looking at him and is still able to pick up the cap after picking up that kill with the white truck. He's just sliding around, doing whatever he wants.
Poppy Zuma don't care, and here we got Study now doing work. He's finally cleaned up. Right now, Saints on your screen. Zuma 5-3 with 2 captures, moving through the middle of the map to support. Great grenade. Saints picks up the double on that Semtex, and here he's going to find a third. Won't be able to pick up the kill, and Zuma was cleaned up, but Study takes Zuma's spot inside a bottom motel, and it looks like really Denial just overwhelming Most Wanted. That's what we expected to see from them. with the start of this match. Finally, they're hitting their groove.
Big gunfight coming up. Nice play from Study, realizing the gap in the map. The player called out the kill at B-Dom. Most Wanted is putting a lot of pressure at this B-Dom, but if you're capping, you're spawning back up in your base, and that's how Denial is able to prevent these caps from coming from MW.
Looking through, it looks like Replays getting tagged up from the side, jumping back out to challenge. Denial now on the back foot. They have one player sneaking by on this left side. Big kill here for Huddle. Huddle is going to get it versus Saint. Zuma takes out his teammate Classic, who is in support. So now Huddle with 3 players back at the base to beat. Can he pull a Zuma here?
Good kill from him, and good job taking his time, waiting for his teammate to help him out. Now 2 players in gas. There's a guy from Denial flanking, though. That's a very good heads-up play there, but Slack still putting a lot of pressure. 1v1 in the base for the cap, and Zuma's able to come out on top on that. Good pushes from MW, though, really waiting for their teammates. Cuddle could have just tried to slide in and get that cap, but he waited for his teammate, looked at his minimap, so good job by him.
And while all that was happening, you saw Denial really just kind of turtle up in their base for a moment. Finally, it looks clear. And they got to be a little bit cautious, though, because there is a player front gas threatening to strike at any point. That is Slacked. On the opposite end, 2 players making their way into Motel. It's going to be Study going through again. That is his 4th capture already here in Blitz.
Yeah, it looks like Replays is having a little bit of a slow start, but when you're winning, it doesn't really matter. You're getting these OE kills. Nice kill from Study, realizing that they're going to try an OE at this back strip area because that's the normal spawn for the other team on this map. Now he's just roaming this B-Dom area and gets taken out. So a little bit of back and forth for the map control here in the last 40 seconds. Let's see if Denial can either expand or retain this lead.
I just chugged some caffeine, and it looks like we're seeing the same thing from Denial. New life in this squad. I was just looking at the stats here. I mean, other than Replays, everyone carrying their load on the slaying side. Study hunting down a player. They're up 3 caps, and that looks like another great stop in the back by Zuma, who is already dropping 13, looking for 15 before this half ends. But Octane Blitz, I mean, what side is favored here? Did you expect Denial to be up 6-3 playing from the C flag?
Definitely. This is the side you want to try and get a lead on. 3 is a pretty decent lead, I would say, for this map, but they have to be careful when you're on that other side, the bad spawn. It's the same sort of thing as Octane Dom, the same sort of spawn trap. When you start spawning in that back strip area, it's very hard to get out of that, overextend area to try and cap or rotate back around their base. If they take control of your base, they're going to win the battle because their spawn to your cap point is so much closer at Diner.
Here we go, side number 2 of Blitz, a 3-cap game. Study has been leading his team with 4 captures. Zuma has been brute forcing his way through, and I actually want to see what the captain of Denial is up to. He's going to be following right behind Study's footsteps, and Zuma's looking for the cross. He's got a teammate backing up to help support as well, and it looks like we're going to see a big battle in the back. That was Slack taking out Saints. So score will stay the same, and we do have a player making a sprint, and he will make it through. That was Classic inside of Denial's base, and it looks like Spacely is set up for the rally.
Yeah, MW is already taking control of Denial's base here. Classic got that kill at the bus and didn't hesitate at all. Nice recovery, though, from Denial getting these kills. Classic's picking up big kills at B-Dom, but is only able to get 1 before he dies. Saints might catch a couple players off spawn, decides not to shoot. Very smart play here, trying to catch a couple people and get this cap. Makes another player weak, so 2 dead for MW. This is a very huge gunfight to try and, just be annoying, stay alive as long as possible until your teammates can come and help you.
A little bit slow, but Zuma and Replays are on the way. And we're going to see Replays with a Remington. Up close and personal, not the ideal weapon for this scenario, but he'll make it work. We always see him kind of post up on the right side of the map. It looks like he is going to be watching the cross from the middle, though. And my question is, what is the game plan for Most Wanted? You brought it within 2. How are you going to put the pressure on? Because now it's a 3-point game after Replays' cap.
Yeah, here's the moment right here. Try and take control of this motel area and prevent the other team. They seem to be doing that right now. There's going to be a big 1v1 in the base at the cap point, underpass, and Replays is able to catch that player before he realizes
3
it.
down.
So that was a very, very bad situation for MW. They could have just tried to stay alive at motel and pick off one of these players rotating back, but they weren't able to get there in time.
Kills being traded on the left side of the map. Replays in his sweet spot. This is where we see him post up all the time, and he is actually going to get the call once again. Come help on the objective. He's going to push up on the right. Did they forget about him? Looks like he's going to wait for any overextenders. Going to find one. That was Classic trying to push out. Meanwhile, Study is going to have to draw back on defense in the middle. He's going to get one. There is a player still behind enemy line. Study's going to take care of them both. 3 kills in a row there for Study, including one on Zuma.
Yes, all those kills were very important, but the reason those players even were there is because of replays. He's just roaming that diner area, just being annoying for the other team, and also making sure that they don't spawn there. That's the spawn that Most Wanted wants to have at that map. So if you have replays just roaming around diner, top pawn, you can't spawn there. They're spawn back left of their base, and each time they want to push out of their base, it takes an extra 10, 15 seconds per push.
Classic and Slack picking up kills for Most Wanted. 2 down for Denial, and Spacely is on the move for this capture point. It looks like a teammate is going to go through, and Spacely will finally be cleaned up, but we're within 2 captures. Once again, 2 minutes and 12 seconds still to go. Denial down 2 games in this best of 5. Must win this to stay alive in the tournament. Most Wanted, if they get a last-minute rally here, could knock them out after 3 games.
Yeah, Denial just seems to keep getting caught turtling in their base a bit, but they're still getting this favorable spawn thanks to their AR players patrolling that top left steps area to force that spawn and your team to spawn at the motel. So MW still putting good pressure, though. They keep getting people into motel. Slack doesn't shoot someone, and great cap right there. He could have tried to go for the glory kill, but there's no need to. Brings his team back to only 1 cap down.
His teammates are playing solid defense as well, and Spacely continues to attack. No defenders home, and Spacely's going to go for the cutoffs. He's expecting Classic to score. Classic will go through. Spacely now is going to find 3 players coming his way, getting help there from Slack in the middle, and Spacely should be able to rally if he can stay alive 2 more seconds. He's got it.
Great play by him right there, and that was out. That's what I was talking about. MW had enough pressure to finally get those players out of the top left motel area. Denial, all 4 spawned out in strip. And sure enough, Most Wanted was able to convert a couple of caps and maybe more here now that they're getting these favorable spawns.
2-point lead.
Spacely, this is where he was dangerous against FaZe and how he got his 14 caps. Basically, got the favorable spawn, teammates locking down the map and just sprinting forward, sliding in for easy caps.
Here we go. It's do or die time for Denial. 45 seconds left on the clock. Down by 2. They need to at least get 2 on the board to tie this and force a replay. Otherwise, they are done. Most Wanted will complete the 3-0 sweep. Saints on your screen. Going to be challenging 1-on-1 in the back. Going to get some help from the middle. Looks like Most Wanted has their base on lockdown for the moment. Replays by himself. Trying to push in. Not going to work. Their teammates having to focus on defense. Cannot allow any more captures. And really, they are running out of time. Zuma needs to get in now.
Yeah, this just doesn't seem to be enough time. Most Wanted is smart enough that the only way they can cap in time is through gas. Most Wanted able to come back on this second side. And although they were putting aggression, I like to call it aggressive patience. They were pushing up, not forcing the issue too much. And once they got that chance to get numbers at the motel, push the underpass area, eliminated Denial from the top left stairs, and forced them out. That one time, they were able to get 3 caps very, very quickly and take that lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, Most Wanted moves on. Denial eliminated. They will finish in 5th place. We take a look at our stats real quick. Zuma 25 and 22, Study 19-22, Saints 19-22. But on the other side, it was Classic, Huddle, and Slack dropping the numbers. Spacely doing the objective. TP, a fantastic match for Most Wanted.
Oh, yeah.
But we got to get our thoughts from the analysts. Guys, what did you think about Most Wanted in that series?
All right, and here we are. First off, Denial, possibly the favorites. In a matter of 2 hours, they go from the favorite to eliminated. Krim, instant thoughts.
I don't know thoughts. That was insane. Like, how? That was a 3-0.
Yeah.
That was so many of our teams in the bracket. I think we all had Denial.
I had
I had
Denial
Denial win in first place.
I mean, how did that? I'm honestly speechless, but you know, you have to give fair play out there to Most Wanted, who just came out and looked very strong in the loser bracket.
Well, to me, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I talked to the CEO of Denial between series. He said, my players look asleep. They don't have any energy.
I mean, yeah.
And then you go to the other, but you see the other booth, and they're all fired up, ready to go. Like, is that the big piece to you? And my headset's falling apart.
Yeah, what's wrong with your headset?
Oh, got an extra piece
breaking
there.
Things.
That was me attempting to give myself extra hair. It was like a mini little headset toupee.
Makes sense. But I mean, myself and Fwiz actually mentioned that in the first game. You know, Saints was out there yawning. I was like, does this guy need a pillow and a blanket? Like, does he need an afternoon nap? I don't know what it was, but honestly, that wasn't the same Denial that I think we've seen in the past couple of events. And
it wasn't.
They really have just paid the price right there.
Yeah, I mean, suffering from the gold camos and smoke grenades. Actually, there was no smoke. There was no smokes. MW legitimately won that map right there. That was solid.
All right. Well, we have a
3-0. Right there.
What's the Glacier thing?
The Maki and Jay. But fantastic stuff. Now, stay tuned. Obviously, the big one coming up next. We have Optic Gaming versus Optic Nation. We're going to have a quick commercial break and then an interview on the floor.